I saw an image not too long ago that I'm going to put up here, and it was procrastination is the thief of time. Boy, is that ever true. Most of us, myself included, have put off things until tomorrow that we should have done yesterday. And as we get closer to the end of the year, I don't think that is any clearer than it is at that point in time. Now, a lot of people say, well, I've got a lot of things going on. I'll do it next month. I'll do it next week, whatever that answer is. Or there are things in my life that is just not right now. And I would say change your world and change the way you think of that. A great example, I think, is a person I'm working with in Europe whose name is Ghassan. He has three businesses. He works 80 to 90 hours a week. And it would be incredibly easy for him to say, I want to do QLA, but I'm spending 80 to 90 hours a week on this venture. I have these three ventures, actually. And so what I've decided is, which he has, I'm going to sell some of these businesses, and I'll just wait until it's done. Until the sale is done, that'll free up time, and then I can start. And he hasn't done that. What he said was that, and it was interesting, last week, I looked at his weekly report and it said 1 to 2 hours on QLA. This week, 3 to 4 hours on QLA. Is that going to take a long time to achieve something in QLA with 3 to 4 hours or 1 to 2 hours? Absolutely. But if I look just week to week and I look at the progress, he's basically doubled the amount of QLA time and he's still working it. At the speed that you would hope? No. But he didn't put it off. He jumped in, realized that it wasn't ideal, and that he would go ahead and work it. So I would encourage you to, however you start. And we look at sometimes the task in front of us and we say, boy, this is going to be hard, and I've got to do more planning. Begin where you are and begin with the tools that you have. For many, they say, well, I don't have the money to do this. Okay. First of all, QLA, the system that Dan Pena created more than 25 years ago now, was intended for people who did not have the cash to be able to buy businesses and had to raise it. So that's hopefully something that fits in with what you are looking at and saying you have to overcome. Two, you may say, well, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, all of those things. First of all, with respect to money, there are tons of free materials out there on Dan's website, on mine, so you can begin with that. If you have no money, free is free, right? So go and download those and take a look at those. You can also begin to look at some of the things that I was asked to do in difference to the one-on-one coaching that I do, which for many just is too expensive. I was asked to create a course which laid out step-by-step the QLA steps. I did that. It includes templates and downloads. It has a payment plan. It has a guarantee. It has an hour talk with me, which is the only way I would do it, to make sure you get started. That's pretty inexpensive, so that's a way to start. I also was asked to launch some group coaching, which I've done. Certainly you can email me about that if you're interested in that. So I think all of these things basically just reinforce that procrastination truly is the thief of time. And if you begin where you are and begin with the tools that you have, you can start on that journey. Much like Ghassan, 1 to 2 hours, 3 to 4. And I suspect when he sells the businesses that he has, that he's selling, that his progress and his accomplishments will grow exponentially, as they did from 1 to 2 hours to 3 to 4 hours. So I'm going to include a link to the course. Again, if you want that, great. Go out and grab the free materials, if nothing else. BruceWhipple.com, my site, or danpena.com for Dan's site. And you can certainly take those free materials and begin. But if you look at where you were last year and you look at your goals for 2019, assess, did I get closer to where I want to be, and did I accomplish that? And if not, look at that and say, okay, right now that's going to change. Right now I'm going to begin. And I look forward to, if we do, working with you. And I know that QLA works. I know the process works. Whether it works for you, I never make a guarantee on that. But I know the process works. And if you have any doubts on that, go to my website, go to the podcast, listen to podcast 23 with Shawn Story. I never worked one-on-one with him. He bought my course. He followed it. A lot of people say to me, if Shawn can do it, I can do it. I don't know about that, but I do know that Shawn did it. So, okay, I hope you begin.